Welcome back to this week's episode of the Weekly Digest.
In the 1920s.
We're your anchors, Huey
and Alex, who just gained the right to vote. I wonder what we're going to eat this week.
And now, the Weekly
Spagooter.
Doing your homework.
Spagooter.
Okay, Will. Do you prefer salty foods or sugary foods?
Sugary foods.
And what is your, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Jolly occupied.
Try it, pop.
Hoagies and grinders, navy beans, meatloaf sandwich, sloppy dough, sloppy dough, sloppy dough, come on, sloppy dough, you done, sloppy dough.
Let's go meet someone new.
Okay, hello. My name is Mikey Goins. I am in grade 7, and I do not play any sports. I am not a very active child, and really like South because all the kids here are really nice and very much more active than my previous school, Carl Junction. And my favorite subject currently is social studies because I go to Mrs. Boyard, and Sheila allows us to eat in her class, and I really like that fact. I have about 15K followers on TikTok, so if you'd like to follow me, at Micah Goins. Between the fact of the 1920s or 2020, different centuries, then I would choose the present because I honestly like what we're doing currently with our lives and everything else, like Elon Musk creating a weird looking freaking truck and planning on doing some cool stuff in space, like going to Mars or something. Yeah, that sounds pretty sick, if you ask me. Goodbye.
Cheerio! Now to the comment contest.
Welcome to the contest. The bee's knees of the digest. Bee's knees. I'm not dancing well, darn it. But everything here is just Jake. So, even though we're in an economic high, yeah, I can't speak still. My product sold horribly. Rats. Yep. Again, the 20s are the best. Don't you love all these obscure words that nobody uses these days? I just wish our sound department would give any sound effects. Oh, there they are. I love them. You don't remember though. I spent a bunch of clams on a GoPro Hero action figure, and I am fine. But I did invest in this little company. They're called, I don't remember, but they made this short about this mouse. It was like Mickey. Okay, background people are telling me I'm saying the script right. So, his name was Mickey. So he had his first cartoon. I can't remember its name. Could you guys tell me? Like, 1, that's the advertisement I had to do, and 2, I just didn't look, but I invested. I should be fine. It's an economic high. Never gonna end, right? I've been told it's going to end. I'll see you next time. Probably in 100 years. Hey, is my time machine online? Yes!
Let's go learn about one of South's teachers.
All right, you ready? Are we good? We going? You rolling?
Yeah.
It's rolling. We're recording. We're live. Hey, and 3, 2, 1. Welcome to my world, children.
Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh.
My name is Mr. Morgan. I teach 8th grade American history in room 806. I also co-sponsor a club in the building called E-Leaders, which is why I'm sitting on a couch with some students right now. Because we're making movie magic down here in E-Leaders. Speaking of which, if you'd like to join E-Leaders, there should be some commercials coming out on how to do so. This is my 12th year in teaching, and South Middle School is the place to be. Some of these students make you want to come to school and do your job. Some. I play a little guitar on the side.
Guitar? What about trains?
Write a few songs.
Does your guitar have
One day, I probably am gonna go platinum with that.
What about Shrek? Do you like Shrek?
My long-term goals are to eventually own a cabin, live in the woods in seclusion, with a nice fireplace and some books, and to write words and songs.
Now is this with
And I mean like words as in books and music songs. My favorite color is blue. I like black as well. I have a wife and 3 children. One interesting thing about me is I don't have a soul anymore. I like turtles. What else? What else? Did you see my socks? Did you see my socks? Get on this. Did you see these bad boys?
Oh, that's disgusting.
That's G-Dub. That's G-Dub.
And now to the 35 essentials.
Actually, it's 12:30.
Essential 1. Whenever you get told to do something, either say yes ma'am or no ma'am, yes sir or no sir.
Hello, welcome to history class. I am Miss Muffin. We'll be learning about the 1920s today. Make sure to turn your pages to page 606 to learn about its history.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Blueberry. Yes, Miss Muffin. Big Mac. Texas not island.
Sorry, I've met a real man. I've met a real
Sandwich.
That's Miss Francis.
Hi guys! What in the absolute heck is going on here, kids?
I like Big Macs.
Communicating. Time now, and I stopped the question.
Get the Big Mac.
I just stopped.
Big Mac. Big Mac.
Let's go see a superstar student.
Twinkle.
Who did you nominate to be superstar student?
Aaliyah Hazley.
She's awesome.
Why did you nominate her?
Well, you know, she's one of those kids that sits in class and absorbs everything, and then she'll ask you those questions at the end of class. That's kind of makes you smile as a teacher. She's special. She's got a little bit of extra going on. She's got some curiosity, and I think she's going to do some big things.
What qualities do you look for in a superstar student?
Various qualities. Of course, kindness and like hard work, but you have to have a little bit of extra. Something that's kind of a standout quality about you.
What's your name?
Aaliyah Hazley.
Why do you try and make other people's days better?
Because you never know what they're going through, and you just want to make people happy. Like, you don't want anyone to feel like sad or anything.
Let's go see who won this week's Art Atomic.
And now to 1 minute with our headmaster, Mr. Mitchell.
Hello, Mr. Mitchell.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Since, we're in the new decade, 2020, we just want to talk a little bit about 1920s education. So, talk a little bit about that. It doesn't have to be in much detail, just a good, scrape the edge of it.
The evolution of education from the 1920s to the 2020s is huge. I mean, back then there wasn't anything about compulsory education where everybody was given an opportunity to go to school. I mean, public education was in place, but it wasn't open to just anybody. We didn't go out and we didn't try and recruit kids in. We didn't offer education or didn't worry about education for people that that weren't really going to be needing it. And that it was just a different structure. I mean, in today's society, we educate everybody regardless of where you came from, what's going on. We want you here so we can get an education, and it's well beyond just going in and learning how to write and do a little bit of math. We read, we write, we do math, we do research, we do public speaking skills. There's a lot of things that are going on that education has developed and to prepare you guys to go out into the world and be the community of the future. So huge difference now from 100 years ago.
School policies that I think kids don't think about whenever they do some of the things. Couple policies I want to talk to you about are, number one, suspicion items. Suspicion items are defined as any item which is either by design or is made to insinuate it is an item. So it is an item that may look like something even though it's not, and that you bring it to school. It is not appropriate. Another item we want to talk about has to do with medication, pills, or anything that you say is medication or pills. So in this case, possession, consumption, distribution of any over-the-counter medication, anything that you imitate that says it's a drug. Like even if you give candy and you say this is a drug, now it is a drug because you said it. Or any other controlled substances are illegal at school. The big thing I want you guys to think about is when you come to school, don't bring items that shouldn't be in the school. Don't bring any medicines, don't joke, don't bring toys that you're joking with, and don't bring candy or pills and make jokes about anything that has to do with drugs, weapons, or anything that's unsafe for school.
And now to the fine arts focus.
In the 1920s, every art was a fine art. Bet you didn't know that. Sports, mate!
to the words of wisdom with Mr. Stat.
Hello again, everyone. This week's words of wisdom are: think twice before you burden a friend with a secret. You're better off just not giving them the chance to betray you by telling your secret to other people. Thanks and have a great day.
Guys, just want to take a moment to remind you there's 3 types of people in this world: those that are good at math and those that aren't. Think about it.
I remember that joke.
Meme moment.
What's a meme? They weren't invented in the 1920s. I wonder what Miss Narrow will teach us this week. Sir?
Ma'am?
Hello, Miss Narrow. What are we talking about this week?
I thought that we could talk about, since it's the new year, but we have some of the same old noises. All right. So, sometimes people like to make New Year's resolutions. I kind of look at the new year like every Monday. What can I do better? What can I do this week? What can I do to renew your motivation, my motivation for being here? So, what are some of the things that you guys can do to make you better, to make South better, to make our lives better, to make a South a better place to be? We have kindness. We want to drive that home all year long. So whenever you're when you're being kind to other people, it makes your life better as well. Genevieve, did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Not in particular, but I always plan to be more organized, to be nicer to my friends.
Because your friends need kindness, don't they? I think everybody needs a little kindness in their life at all times. And whenever you do stuff to improve the quality of person that you are, it makes the whole environment that you're in a better environment to be in for everyone.
That explains a few things.
How your life has improved since you became an e-leader?
No, why I live in fire all the time.
Is it because you have red hair?
No.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
So we are in second semester, and do anything you can to try to improve the quality of student that you are. It'll improve the quality of person that you are, and it also, whenever you're working on yourself now, it helps you get ready for the next year.
No thumbs up. No thumbs up. No, stop. No. You can't.
Alright.
Pure talent. I'm not sure if Joplin High School's ready for Nicholas Hoover.
No one's ready for Nicholas Hoover.
That's what my parents told me.
Okay. And they love you nonetheless.
I don't think they're my parents.
Let's go see La Biblioteca. I heard The Great Gatsby was released and it's a real page turner.
The Lightning Thief is written by Rick Riordan and is a fiction book. Percy Jackson is the main character, and he's just an average high schooler. But then, out of nowhere, big surprise, he's not an average high schooler, and he turns out to be the son of a god, which makes him a demigod, and the god is one of the big three. And he gets sent on a really long quest to get Zeus's thunderbolt back because someone stealed it. And then he goes on the quest with a goat man and a girl named Annabeth. I would give this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars because it was a good book and it was awesome and the action was really good.
Let's go hear the random questions for this week.
Mike.
Yeah.
Is this furry?
Answering right.
Squawk. Said squawk.
Answer.
Okay, in 2020, I think that our memes will develop even further than they have ever gone.
Twilight Zone is gonna come true. You mark my words.
I think I'm gonna find me a new fishing spot.
Just me and the fish, me and the fish, just the fish and me.
Speak.
Okay. More cringy dance moves.
Elon Musk will finally give me my Cybertruck.
Is my only life source YouTube is going to kill. I think that World War III.
I think that World War III.
I think that the best music ever of all time will be written in 2020.
Let's go see the most interesting man in his natural habitat.
Back in my day, the most interesting man was our president, Calvin Coolidge.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
Greetings, my friends. Since the theme of this digest is the 1920s, I thought I would speak to you in some 1920s slang. I picked a subject to write about, which is not a very interesting subject because it's Mr. Morgan, but I will read it to you anyway. You see if you can figure out what I'm saying. A lot of people think that Mr. Morgan is the berries, or really Darb, or even the cat's meow. I think he's Jake, but not Hotsy Totsy. He does know his onions, and he is still a Reuben. He should do the 23 skidoo. Stay healthy, my friends. I hope you understand my message.
Now let's go see who found the mustache. I wonder who guessed the bell music this week. I sure hope it wasn't. Jazz, one of the very popular forms of music in the 1920s.
Welcome to Bell Music News. Welcome back. We're doing a thing.
Yes.
Yes,
It is
okay.
very old here in the 1920s, and we recorded this for our great grandchildren that do this.
That do a digest, apparently.
But we want to say
So weird.
that this week's theme was 1920s music.
Yes, it was.
And the winner is right here.
Right there.
Right there.
Or maybe it's on Roman's face. It might be there.
Or there. But congratulations to whoever won. And
great job.
You can submit using the
I'll
Bell
give you
Music box or emailing us as
1/100th
usual.
of my crop harvest.
And also, since you won, you this week get 2 free items because last week nobody won.
Oh yeah.
So, double prize.
Ooh, look at this.
Anyway, have a good weekend.
Great weekend, not a good weekend.
Great.
A
great weekend.
A great 3-day weekend.
3
days, count them
3. Trace.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
And goodbye.
Bye!
Let's go see Captain Random and his sidekick, General Knowledge.
Did you know that the instant camera was invented in 1923? Did you also know that the first cheeseburger was made in 1926?
Now to the selfie second.
What's a selfie?
And now, the selfie second.
And now to the Club Connect. And now for some upcoming events.
We have no school on the 20th, and Kona Ice comes on the 24th.
And next decade, the Great Depression will start. Thank you and have a wonderful decade.